Up we go. No, thank you. Oh, we're live. Bing, bing. Shit, which one he is?
Who is that? Anyone?
My notification.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, the last thing.
Billy Joel. No, that was a while ago. Recently? Is there a movie? Is it words in your name or? That's good.
Hey.
But she still has a baby. Francis Paso.
How are you feeling? Feeling better or not?
Oh yeah, you're kidding.
So, my back. Results. Results.
The VA lost him.
So you know they did.
No. Did you try to think of something?
This just happened. Oh, I just got these out last Monday.
Oh shit.
Yeah, 'cause I was like, yeah, the whole damn week. I was just like, why not these New Year's events? There we go. That was like, we're all so tired. Is he still there? What? Yeah, it's still there.
You said it's in the back.
Yes, a part of it. I get told doctor. And I'm gonna come up with some sort of result. Pretty good small.
Did you probably have
That doesn't make sense.
No.
This is not what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, and then I wake up. Instead of the appointment on the rest of them, oh, fuck no. Ain't the office in the Northeast, I ain't going.
There's no so much office in the
They're off. That's where your dad goes.
Yeah.
The Bahamas, remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I had that.
Never already in the market. Oh, you need to figure that out. And what's like that?
You like the west side?
And they asked to get to this fucking office.
Where's it at?
Westwood, but like it's in the
Oh, yeah.
really part of fucking Westwood.
You know which one it is?
The one in Cimarron?
Oh, that's like your mom's.
And it's like right next to is like a daycare, next to the
Yeah.
other side is a tattoo shop. Next to that is a lawyer.
It's crazy.
That's some weird ass.
The traffic is.
I don't know.
And I like I'm not alone. Like and like when I got like, how did you get your last? Oh, I'm gonna do. No, we did. Those are we. I was like, it's like shit. Especially if I have to go over the mountain and then get lost.
You don't GPS?
Yeah, well, he's got the. But how about when you're working, you go to the west side?
But they tell you how to get there.
Yeah, oh, it's easy there. It's at night. During the day when I contend with everybody in my mom.
And for the east side,
Especially
like,
Friday, like at 5.
oh, fuck, where apartment is, to fucking, but then there's always a fucking accident every.
Yeah, I should probably.
I don't know how many people have died on Weston, I don't know.
So far.
Mom said another died over there.
No, that was on the bike.
Oh, okay.
They crashed.
Yeah, that fucking bike cracked in half. And then I work in respiratory EEG. I don't know what the fuck that's respiratory computer. And they fucking told me that the guy in the motorcycle showed up, respiratory Gardner trying to. He was jelly inside. He just, there was no spine, he was just jelly. He died. Or he just,
So it's actually bad.
they're like, you can't stabilize his neck around.
That's great.
And they're like, his helmet wasn't even on. I guess in the impact. Picked up because of the fucking, you know.
Or they just did it that hard.
No, but I've ridden a motorcycle before, you're supposed to hold it like this, like on your bubble, and when you shake your head, it's supposed to move with your head. So if you were to fall off, it doesn't come off. But there's a lot of bikers that are like, fuck that shit, I'm just gonna fall off, and not bubble it.
Back all.
Just stand on it and read it. Feels right. Right in another check, right?
Yeah, the west side is wild. And he's just guys at east side.
Like you said, worse.
They're both.
That's pretty good.
They're both. Traffic. They're both on their drive or
So that's right. It's like, my dad had been doing this when I was 12 years.
A customer?
He's like, you need to pick me up here. I'm all the way. Here. I didn't do that.
Was he drunk?
Yeah, you can.
Let them all. Okay.
This is the exact location.
Okay, you didn't do it. Well, so the third time I called, he's sending everybody over there because it's your phone. Yours, not last one. This.
Alright, so this, we got a bunch of stuff set up already.
in charge of the Twitch.
Go in, be comfortable. There's chairs to sit in.
Do you have lights on?
You're gonna turn the lights on.
Yeah. Because they told me it should be that.
Yes.
Yes.
We are live. Oh, when the lights go off, we run that thing?
That's.
But that's where you boost up the energy, right? So
Yes.
We're gonna try.
Right?
All right, so Glory Road, you can see the posters. Gardner Hotel was featured in it a little bit somewhere. I haven't never seen the movie. There's the road. You recognize it now? No Country for Old Men also featured the Gardner Hotel. Huh?
No, it was because it was
Yes.
written by the guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Corman McCormick. He wrote No Country for Old Men. That's what it is. So all these things have something to do with the Gardner Hotel.
Just leave the mics where they are.
Oh, good idea. We are live. We do have equipment. Be comfortable, guys. I'm going to point out some things and then we'll start. Okay? All right. So, couple of hot spots in this room. Right where you guys are standing. That's one of them. Oh yeah, we had a lady. So she was sensitive. She was sitting in that chair, and I saw something moving right about where you're standing. So I'm seeing this thing moving.
But they can just move around anywhere.
Yeah. They go wherever we want.
Yeah.
But it just seems like this is where we pick up on.
Where does that go?
Outside.
Oh. That's flashing red. It's like, oh my god.
No, red is.
Yeah, it's the flashing light.
Yeah. So yeah, we use a strobe light, so it actually helps us see better.
Yeah.
Kind of strangely.
Yeah, you'll see.
She
in a
says, is he tall? And I said, I can only see part of it, I can't tell. But she could tell that he was hovering over
The only thing that I just felt was the little numbness on
numbness under your eye.
the yeah, like on the nose. For a second.
where are we going
You
here?
might, once we start, because we haven't been here for like a month, so once we start.
We're going in here?
You might be able to pick up on that. Liz, she's sensitive.
Okay.
So Liz is sensitive also. So it works great. Especially you get two sensitives working together. Watch out.
Through the pedal?
Now, we think a lady named Heidi fell down the stairs or possibly pushed down the stairs. Of course, these are not the original ones, and that's the way. And we think she possibly came there. Hurt herself really bad. We see a lot of movement right here, kind of shadow movement, kind of mixing with smoke. We see a lot of that happening. Let's see. That's a storage room in there. We don't have access to it, but it has all kinds of old furniture that can carry some energy. Mattresses, old mattresses, possibly somebody passed away on those mattresses. People die in hotels all the time. They just kind of keep it on the down low. Now, this area right here, we have seen full-size shadows in this corner. Not for a while, but we have. So there was a lady named Magda. She said her name is Magda. I believe she's Polish. She used to work here. She was like kind of like the head mistress of the maids and the housekeepers. Something happened between her and her husband. Very, very angry, very, very hurt. And she hanged herself in the elevator shaft. Attached herself to the elevator. So when the elevator went up, it took her up. So remember the windows?
Yeah.
Oh no. Just pull her right up there. Talk about some style. That's pretty interesting. I can't say cool, but she did it right, I guess. We have a couple other, we have a child here. It was from the era, I think it was before this place was built. There were houses here. We have a child here. What's the kid's name? Adam, right? So Adam is about 3 or 4 years old. It's back in the time when somebody that young would wear a dress. A boy would wear a dress. That's how they dressed the children back then. And then they would wear short pants. And then when they got to about 12 or 13 years old, they wore long pants. So that's just kind of how it happened. His older brother, or somebody claiming to be his older brother, protects him. He says he's afraid to leave because there's something that he's scared of. So we don't know. This is all stuff that we've found through the spirit box. All right, so we'll get into the equipment real quick. You guys Maybe any of you guys watch the TV shows, the ghost shows?
No.
Okay.
I've
Seen a couple, right? Okay. So every ghost show has one of these pieces of equipment called a K2. Now, the K2, and a few of these out. Now, they're sitting at orange right now, or yellow, because there's a lot of electricity in this room. Now, the lights don't look like they're on, they're just dim. And it's perfect because when the lights go off, they look good. Now,
Yeah.
anybody else want one?
I'll take one.
Okay. It helps if everybody, like, you spread them out, it helps a lot. So, now these things, K2s actually work. They have a very wide frequency range. They're made for electricians to find the wires in the walls, okay? If you put your K2 up high, it should go through red.
But yeah.
So what does that mean?
So that means electricity is right there, a lot of electricity. So up, like 20 milligauss high, so there's a lot of electricity. Oh, wow. Oh, that is interesting. I've never heard that. I can see that. I just wish we had a camera. Would that be amazing?
Yeah.
Talk about industrial applications and ghost hunting. Huh? No.
No, it just doesn't last.
Yeah, it stays on.
Yeah, right now it's actually.
So, being that it has, when the lights go off, you'll be able to see it. And when the batteries are fresh, it's light. So, being that it has such a wide frequency range, between about 30 hertz, and 1 hertz means it bounces back and forth 1 times a second in the wall, right, in the wires. So it has a wide range of 30 hertz to 30,000 hertz, real high. And so on the TV shows, they say, if you're a demon, they can blink twice.
It went yellow for some reason, but.
If you're a demon, they can blink twice.
So I don't think you're safe either.
Well, you did twice.
If you wanna, like,
Oh, shit.
all you have to say is.
It actually did.
If you're a demon,
No,
they can
honestly,
blink
I
twice.
like to say it's- It's also psychology based.
Okay, so what I wanted to show you guys. See, I key the mic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Radios will set these off.
Yeah.
If you guys are ever on a ghost tour or watching a ghost show and the K2 goes red, red, that means somebody nearby has a radio
Yeah, it is like.
and they're blasting it with the radio.
Oh.
They're lying and they're cheating.
Yeah.
Do not mind throwing someone
How dare they?
under the bus for cheating or for faking stuff.
We're tired here.
Now, this thing we have right here, this is a Ghost Meter Pro. It basically does something similar to that, except for we use it for communication, and this thing works on ELF, extremely low frequency. Still electricity, but extremely low frequency, between about 3 and 10 hertz. So this is like earth frequencies. Man-made stuff is not going to make this thing, respond. So we use this for yes and no questions. 1 blink for yes, 2 blinks for no. That's what we use this thing for. Now we have cat balls, not testicles, cat toys. So these things go off
Yeah.
when you move them. So we have one there, we have one there. I don't remember where else, I think that those are it. Oh, and, okay, one right there.
Oh, yes.
Now we also, if you notice, we have flashlights. These are mini mag lights, you turn them to turn them on and off. We're gonna see if they'll turn them on and off for us tonight. I'm not gonna touch them, so we'll see if they do that. This is the this is the Spirit Box. This is the SB7. If you ever see Zach on Ghost Adventures, and he's like, oh, I just said it was a demon, it was gonna kill me. So all I heard was a eh. So I don't know what he's talking about. So I actually take the noise out of this thing. I plug it into this piece of equipment right here. And this piece of equipment actually this is a noise reducer, like a noise gate, they call it, guitar pedals. This one takes all the static out. And then it feeds into this one. This is a reverb, so it takes all those vocal tones and stretches them out. We're gonna be running it on AM radio today. So we don't get much of a signal in here, so the things we get, we have to consider it's gonna be good. So I think that's it for the equipment. You guys had a ghost hunting 101 right there. So you guys ready to go?
We'll just do it.
All right.
Send us under.
Let's do this. That's it.
Sounds like that's for sure.
I'll go run this for a second. Oh, you feel it?
Smells like it. Smells like insides.
Inside Science Museum had one that was like huge.
I remember Insights. I was going to ask you about that. Is they still up and running? Or they shut that down, didn't
They tore the building down.
they?
Yeah.
I remember that. My favorite museum.
Man, that place was cool. Do you remember the meteorite?
What?
The meteorite they had in there?
I don't remember the meters. I remember the giant testimony we were talking about.
The meteorite's actually in the El Paso airport.
Really?
Like when you leave the gates and you're leaving the place, it's the old meteorite in there.
We were just there. That's the worst part. Damn it. We missed it.
Well, you're gonna have to go on another trip somewhere. All right. So nobody's K2s should blink up to red unless something is actually interfering with it. Okay?
Mine is not.
Oh, let me see. No. Keep an eye on it. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to reach out. And like I said, some of the activities over there, I've seen activity in all parts of this room, but you can visual stuff over there. It's not often anybody gets touched or scratched or anything like that.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
Firearm?
That's weird. I'm really sorry.
Oh, I've been on investigations.
This one, but your car's extended warranty.
Oh, so Art is that your phone, Art?
No, that's
Liz?
the green one's mine. Yeah, that's Liz playing the music.
Okay,
I do have tones on, so.
Liz is playing some period type music. So 1920s, 30s, 40s music. We actually found that Vietnam era music, like the Doors, actually kind of brings out a little bit of the activity too. Something just moved right next to you, Alex. No, it was.
Strong energy come from like the staircase, like if you're sensitive, I get like someone like push me and I hit my head on the corner.
Dude, I just saw feet.
We also like to me it runs my face a little bit and she like kind
Over there, or you were around?
No, I was standing here and that's when that was when I entered.
So, like, somebody was standing right here, like 2 feet right
It keeps looking back and forth.
Oh, flashlight.
there. Exactly. So I'm gonna introduce us, I'm gonna be polite. Hello? It's Leon. I'm here with Art,
Hello.
Alex,
Hello.
and Liz.
Hello.
And we brought some friends with us tonight. They're excited to meet you. If you'd like to come out and say hi. You can touch people, let them know you're here, tap them on the shoulder, whatever you want to do, okay? I trust you guys. You're not going to be bad to anybody. No, I don't. Picking up on something moving right there.
Oh, I need to do a flashlight.
Well, yeah,
I got it. I got it. Airbox.
Terrible. So what I noticed is when you do that, they shake my hand.
Well, not like that, like more like this, more like, it's okay.
Yeah. And I mean, what I felt is sometimes cold,
Yeah.
but sometimes cobwebs. It was like light, very light brushing.
Yeah, I definitely saw. It's really, like, she reminded me.
Yeah, it was me making that noise. I usually do a whole bunch of rules, but I don't think we need them tonight. Oh, just stuff like don't provoke, turn your phone off. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the madam that hung herself in the elevator shaft,
Magda?
she's kind of like looking at you with her arms crossed, or like,
Where is she?
back there in the corner.
Hi, Magda. We are definitely not here to upset you tonight.
Leon forgot after Lucas.
I know, I forgot.
She's over here.
I know.
Amateur.
She's judging me.
You should apologize.
I know.
Amateur.
You know what? I was pretty stern with Magda one time, and then the other spirits kind of stuck up for her. So I thought she was being too bossy, but I guess not. She's more protective than anything.
I just think that she really went through a lot, so obviously.
Yeah, I think because her husband, I think, shows up every once in a while, comes through. But I think because I thought she was keeping him here, but I don't think she is. I think he comes and maybe checks up on her.
Yeah.
Best I
Makes
can
sense.
tell. Yes. You just said yes. So Magda, I apologize for being stern with you before. I misunderstood.
You can be yourself around us.
Maybe you guys can turn on the flashlights. Somebody can turn them on, show these guys how you can do it.
If possible.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It all was very weird, but it's okay.
Go up this, like, on the first floor, go up the stairs, and then take a right. And it'll be kind of on the left. Okay. So, tell me how creepy it is up there. Not those stairs.
Oh, that's the outside.
You know what's kind of cool? One night we were sitting here, we heard somebody pounding on the door. Just like one, oh, right? Like, is that? You know? So, and it happened like 5 times. So then, Liz was sitting right here, and Alex went out to check up on him. And as he's out there, we hear it again, boom. She asked him, who's out there? Who's doing that? And, nobody's there. And it sounded like they were trying to rattle the doorknob. There's no doorknob.
And I felt a feeling of like the arm, the shoulder, and the right side of the underneath the eye.
Heart attack?
No, it's more like, I don't know how to explain this. It feels like a numbness from
Uh.
inside.
So there was one of the guys that's here, what was his name? He said he was shot by his friend on accident. Yeah. And he's pissed off at his friend, but he forgives him.
Oh, that's John. John. I got shot.
Might have been John.
I don't remember.
Johnny. It
I
was when this was a house. He was shot by his friend Miguel, I think his name was.
That's big on him for forgiving him. That's something we should.
Oh,
Yeah, I said yes.
And it just said yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an app, but that thing works pretty good for us. So it actually has some words that will come out, not just yes and no, but it has some words that will come out. Come, what did that one say?
That's what like boring clothes, like wore clothes.
So whoever's here tonight, come out and communicate with us. Did you find it?
I did not.
Huh?
I did not.
Oh.
They didn't ask the guy at the front desk.
You didn't think
You
you
could just.
Absolutely creepy up there.
Careful, Tim.
He's going with protection. Once you get up there to the second floor, like all the paint's like this dark, flat green. There's like no lighting up there. It is so creepy.
I don't know.
So the guy, a few years ago, I'm just talking a little bit so they start coming out to us. But a few years ago, there was a guy that rented room 110 upstairs. He paid for his room, and you know they go check his room, and it didn't need to be. They're like, "Where is this guy at?" You know, he just never showed up. But he's got the room for a few days. So after about a week, the room started smelling really bad. And what they found was he had hanged himself in the closet. Oh, yeah, he was decomposing up there.
Well, this one.
Did it spike?
A little bit, it went dead and then it spiked to green.
So your phone will actually turn it on.
I just got the word war and then.
Wore a dress? Oh, okay. She wore a dress. So Magda, was that you saying you wore a dress? I may be asking some very basic questions, but it's because it's so hard to communicate with you.
Earlier, you were explaining something. She said she.
Or like wooden knob, like a step, but it was like I thought maybe it was a step. Like it
You said those stairs used to be wood.
They wouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah. And now I heard it gone. Did you hear that?
The boom?
Yeah.
My hearing is bad.
Oh,
Too many guns and generals. It was creepy, wasn't it? Not too bad.
Wouldn't do that. It's kind of weird people not being up there, but being alone.
Yeah.
I just really don't think about that too.
Told me to hold his hand.
Did you smell? Did you guys smell anything when you went up there?
Like food?
Steam?
No.
No? Why did I smell
Weird, man. You even took her upstairs?
Yeah.
You mean the guy over here?
I mean, maybe like a staleness.
Upstairs in that second.
Like,
I think it's not like, no, like.
Well, I
Interesting.
There's somebody up there.
So guys, interesting thing happened up there. I could not tell you what room it was. One of our homeless friends told us about it. I think it was Dave. Uh, yeah. So
Like right now.
Dave told us that one of his friends decided they allowed him to rent a room, and he was just gonna go in there and drink whiskey all night. He got himself a bottle of whiskey, he sat down on his bed, cracked it open, just then, a gentleman in old Mexican clothing, like the white clothes with the red sash, appears in his room, sits down next to him on the bed, and looks at him, and he said, "This is my whiskey, go get your own." The guy just disappeared. He knew what the game was.
And then not really, really.
So years ago, we actually, we used to come here a lot. And years ago, we had little bottles of whiskey stashed around the room, little airplane bottles. And it was gonna be the last time we were here. And so we're like, you know what we're gonna do is we're going to open one of these bottles and share it with the spirits. There's a bottle of Jack Daniels. And we opened it, took a sip of it, it had no flavor. It was dead, it was flat. So the spirits actually wanted it specifically, they wanted, Jack Daniels specifically, so we brought it to them. Was it cold?
Yeah.
So they're trying.
When you would leave it, felt like.
Yeah, another one.
I think what that one say?
Written.
Written. Let's run the spirit box.
I would just like the energy that's trying to stick. But it's a beautiful.
Well,
But like I said, like, if you want like little signs.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Manuel. So one of the things we also do, once we establish communication, we ask people in the room if they speak any other languages. And a couple of months ago, a girl spoke Russian. And so she asked questions in Russian, or a question, and it said da, right? I was like, okay, I know that word. But she was asking, she asked a few. Pretty cool, because what are the languages spoken on AM radio here? Spanish, a little bit of English. So something we listen.
Candy?
Yeah, I think it did say candy.
I thought about bringing candy for a king.
Oh, for
I was
Adam.
gonna go to Cracker Barrel, but it's old school. Because he asked last time we were here.
Was it for Adam?
Mhm. He's been asking.
We also listen for curse words like that. We've had the F-bomb dropped and all kinds of things. I just heard a kid. Hello? Come on. Yeah, you can try. El Paso was a huge melting pot back then. There's so many different nationalities. You can try.
Space you want to So you know the say that?
Yeah.
Speak to me about anything else. Don't you have Yeah.
Now you guys know who I am, right? My name is Leon.
Leon, I heard Leon. I heard yes.
How's a kid? Hello, what's your name? David.
I heard Taylor.
Taylor?
Cody? Hello, is it?
I hear a lot of people. I said as well.
Who else for a name? A lot of names.
Did you have meetings here? Did I get meetings here?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, that makes sense.
Did you have meetings with Preston, Mr. Gardner? We want to do something real quick. We want to see, have you guys heard any numbers come out? I mean, we haven't heard any numbers. Okay. We're gonna play a card game. So I'm gonna hand out 5 cards. Take a card. Hold it like this. Don't look at it. Don't want anybody else to see it. Don't. You just don't want to throw it off. Take a card. Is it black? There's not enough people to do it all. We still want you to see the number of people.
Would you not look at it?
Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Basically, what you want to do is- We don't want you to look at it and say, oh, this number. Okay. Hey, to the spirits, we're gonna play a card game. You tell us the number on the card. If you get it right, and it goes in your pile. If you get it wrong, it goes in our pile. Got it?
Seven.
Second on Now, the first one we pick is a 7. I'm just gonna go random. We'll start with yours. Hold the card out, face down. What's this one right here? Call it out if you hear it.
The Z.
En español, si tú quieres. ¿Qué número es? Got it? What is the number? You already got it?
I already seen that.
That was one earlier. Weird. Yeah, I heard it.
Is that
You know, it's a fire.
What's this card right here? What number?
Seven again.
You know what? 8. Hey, you guys got 8?
8.
Okay, right.
9.
Oh,
That's ours. This one's ours. It wasn't an 8, it was a 9. So here's. Hello. What's the number on this card?
I heard 8.
9.
9.
It's a 9.
Now we're guessing.
Go ahead.
6.
Did he just say 6?
I heard 8 and then 9. I didn't hear 6.
Okay.
We'll see.
This one's ours.
Yeah, I heard 8.
All good. Okay. What's this one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not 6.
Now you're hearing numbers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Six.
Oh my God. Okay, good. Ready for 9.
You're in the wrong.
3 to 1.
10, 1.
1. What's this? Nice and solid. Now. Race? No.
I guess we just.
Okay, now you're guessing.
Yeah.
Hold it up to the top of the room.
Oh, good.
Come over here. Just hold it towards like that. Now can you see it? You know what? Two. This is 2. 2. Version. All right, let's do yours. Okay, game order. What number is on this card? The 6. Type down here is 6.
Never, man.
A lot of 6s.
A lot of 7.
All right, you got yours, right?
Yeah.
Go do it however you want to do.
This is it. 4.
That was a female. Did you guys hear a 10? You heard it once?
I heard 4.
Oh, 4s?
I heard 6.
Hey. All right, who else has got one? I can't say anything inside the card. All right, what's this one? Wait for a real solid one. Tell me what you hear. I can't say anything that's off.
Bench.
Bench. Tim.
You guys are sitting on a bench. I want to send this down. Say again?
I want to sit this down.
Yeah.
Cinco and dos.
Yeah, I know.
¿Quién lo es aquí? Deutsch? Not? This is the last one. Oh, we got one more. That's it. Tell me what this one is. Okay, 7.
I heard 5 and 2.
Go ahead. 37. 10. Everything but the right numbers. One last one. Right here. Oh no.
You said 8. 9. That was 9.
What's this one right here? Solid. Cinco. They said cinco. Okay. Terrible. You guys are terrible. You guys are terrible today. Bad.
Yes.
All right, tell you what, I'm gonna cut the deck. You tell me, better yet, you tell me what card I'm gonna pull out of the deck.
8.
You say 8?
I heard 8. That was clear 8.
Turn around.
Is it 8?
8.
Yeah.
It's an 8. That's 8.
That was the clearest 8.
Wow, actually,
Did you?
right when I asked.
Nice job. Dos?
Another 8.
I know. 2 8s and 7. We still got those. So you guys can, you know who can communicate really well with you? Can you tell me what her name is?
Yep.
What's my name? Can you name it? You remember? No, let's start from the end. Close, close. It might be a name that is like in the days. Like Slavic countries and ask even as name records.
Ask what?
If it knows any of us, it knows any of us.
You heard her. Juliet.
Yeah, sorry. It's hard to look, sorry.
Johnny.
Can you name any of us?
I can't believe this. Flashlights haven't turned on.
I was trying to ask. What's my name?
Danger?
That's your middle name.
Guys, you're in trouble.
Okay, so that's your name. Also,
Middle name. That's my middle name.
I know this
What's my name?
thing. Wait, it said my name.
Yeah, I heard it.
It said my name.
It's a Manny.
It said Manny. That's my nickname.
Takes him a little bit of time sometimes.
Yeah, like my name is not Call me Nanny. Steven?
Whoa.
Yeah, great job.
Thank you.
What's my name? What's my name? What's my name?
I thought I heard Nicole.
That's my sister's name.
Government.
College.
College.
You sound like people starving.
I heard Joey.
What's my name? It doesn't know my name.
No, but I just heard really loud. Like, wood from the stairs.
One.
One step. It was just one step of this longer.
Wooden stair.
Yeah, it was just one step like that, but I'm good. I was not.
名前は何ですか?
Was this set up back in the days of
Probably. Yeah.
because they recognize their own.
Do you like to play pool?
If there's anything here with us, can you do something?
I'm sorry.
Oh
What
shit.
do we have to do?
Were you guys staff members over here? That's where you had the meetings down here? Did you work here?
Yes.
Did everyone work
Can you
here?
do it again? Let us know you're here.
Give us a sign that you're with us. Show us that you're here. What's your name? What's your name? What is your name? Ben?
You got Ben over here.
Like Ben Solo?
Is your name Ben?
How are you, Ben?
What's your name? I said her too, Elijah. Was it Elijah? Is your name Elijah?
Deny it. Are you trying to deny the alcohol?
Can you sit on the couch? Do you have the numbers to the winning lottery ticket?
That's Susan Civic.
Keep hearing Ben.
Ben?
Yeah, he got Ben over there too.
Ben, are you here?
Or is it just me that keeps hearing stuff there?
Ben? Are you with us?
Same voice. That's the same invoice.
Joey. Strange stuff coming out of here.
Leon, he called you.
Yeah, hey.
Is there any passed on relatives here?
Good question.
Yeah.
Is there any of the dead that came here with one of these people that are in the room today? Elijah.
Elijah. It's one of the. Elijah.
Elijah, who did you come with?
No.
Vincent? Vincent?
No, he said no. Yeah. What's your name?
Yeah. I think it said Alan.
Adam? What did it say?
Alan's not here tonight.
Adam? Ben and Adam?
So Adeline is her daughter. Oh.
Ben, do you like when Adeline comes here?
Art. Said Art. Yes.
Hola.
What are those crystals on top of it?
Kind of cleans up the signal a little bit. Actually, let me put the they're quartz, so it kind of cleans things up. Ben, do you like do you like when Adeline's here?
There.
Do you like when Adeline's here, Ben? Scrambled.
Hey, we had an orange reading over
Is there something here with us?
here.
Is there someone here with us? Anybody?
Is there a spirit here with us tonight?
Oh, yes. Do you want to show us?
Yeah, we might need to regroup.
Yeah, I think so. We're gonna silence this for a second. We're getting a little scrambled, so when we start getting too chaotic, then things kind of go sideways. That's probably why she's upset over there, overwhelmed over there. So what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna count down from 10. And this will kind of bring us all together into the same energy level, I guess you could say. Okay, you guys ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This kind of brings us all together. In other places, like if there was some negative energies, as soon as we start getting chaotic, man, they come out. So we don't want the negative stuff. I promised Stephanie, the owner, I said we're not gonna bring anything bad in here. Like whatever's here is already here. Yeah, she even said that whoever's in the corner over there is going to be overwhelmed. All the activity.
Oh, that's corner, yeah.
Yeah, that corner. Watch the area at the bottom of the stairs, is that area right there? Sometimes you see movement. I keep picking up on it right there. My shadow right here, this is where I saw it. I'm looking at something a little bit lighter than the darkness. Sort of gray, is what I saw. Very quick.
10.
Where's Tim?
Where'd Tim go? The ghost get him?
Where you going?
Yeah, he wants, told you.
I have to wrap it up soon anyway, guys. We'll go ahead and kill this.
He's really outside smoking a cigarette.
Maybe he's fighting that lady out there.
Yeah, what's with that? There's some yelling.
There's some drama going on.
Really?
That sounds like it out there.
No, they're probably just having a good time.
Yeah. Of course, this place is okay. They make sure the crazy people don't come here. Other place. Stay.
Yeah.
Super sensitive, that's why.
We're gonna end it here. We're gonna close it out.
Okay, I was just trying to walk down because I just feel
Yeah. So, anxiety.
There's a ground like there's I'm trying to explain that. And then we went up to like the area where like you see all of there's a long, there's a corner. And then she's here, she's like, there's a lot of corner. And there's the art. It's also trying to help her down. Like that.
I've done it She does.
Now, obviously, there's still a lot of, like, there's still a lot of.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have a rest in a second.
Yeah, so likewise,
Okay.
it's,
And we don't even know when she's from. You know, we just know that we're gonna go ahead.
Yeah, it's like, we got over here, but do apologize by.
That was me. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end it.
Now, that's good communication tonight.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty damn good. I mean, it was so much going on though.
What do you think of that new lead? Benjamin, what was it?
Ben,
Benjamin, Elijah, and then your both not class.
yeah, Elijah,
And then my phone after that, they said that, it's like glass.
last. That's interesting. It's like a puzzle.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
In school. All right, so he's gonna get the lights here in a second. We're gonna close it out so nobody gets followed home. Go ahead. He's gonna turn them on, they're gonna be bright, so on the count of 3. 1, close your eyes. 2, 3.
Mountain.
I cannot believe the flashlight is turned on.
Did you used to live in the mountains? What is that?
but it's a really cool job that you guys do here.
That is fun.
Yeah, this is the first time I actually got to see equipment working.
Yeah, it's fun. You know, I mean, because I will tell you, I'll be honest, the way I got into it, Alex was one of the OG guys. He's like one of the first guys, the founders of the tour. And I went on a tour. And this was the very first place we went,
Yeah.
was here. So this is the very first place I got to witness a paranormal investigation happen in front of me. Like a real paranormal investigation where we don't know the place is haunted or if it is,
Yeah.
takes hours and
Yeah.
hours.
And basically everywhere, it's like, for example, my family has a house in Colombia, and it was sold next to and for everyone, the spirit actually acted like it was protected. I know
What is my
going on because the spirit actually made me know. But back in the day, there was a lot of troubles with the bank, so people would hide stuff in their walls and all of that because the bank wasn't trustworthy and they didn't want to be robbed. And he hid something somewhere in the house and was protecting over it. And everyone was just aiming to find whatever it was. And I just reacted that way, like, no. Waste or like use it anything else. I'm just gonna be smoking for that. And with me, it was just like pressing my hair and everything. And my cousin went over because he had some appliance, and he got so angry, he was throwing doors and everything. Like even he just walked outside, and the guy from right beside it, like the neighbor, just went outside to see if everything was okay. Because it was really that loud.
God.
Like, it really depends also like how you approach things, how you talk, and it just makes
Hello?
like this video calling me, and like my mom's place is definitely also very haunted, but that's also her own thing because she always lights candles and water, so like she always basically invites them to protect the people she cares for. That's her own kind of vision to it. But that means that it's pretty quiet over there. So I told him like to see things in the background, that's pretty normal here. Then he saw some stuff at the door, and the door just got shut down by itself like that. So like
And you can draw it in.
Hello?
yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what we did.
Yeah,
That's exactly what we did at the design.
but still in a calm and like peaceful way. That's good.
Yeah, we weren't. We learned lessons at the DeSoto.
Yeah.
Because we weren't peaceful with it. We were bringing in anything that would come in. We're like, yeah, come on in.
I'm sorry?
Did you guys go to the DeSoto?
No, I just
they
arrived
did.
here
She
yesterday.
did.
I am from
She's-
the Netherlands,
she's-
so like,
She's
yeah.
visiting me from
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay, I guess.
All right, so
But it's also a beautiful experience, so thank you.
this like, I heard you talking and Alex like, are they looking for us?
Yeah,
And I was like, I'll go find out because we know this downtown area pretty well.
yeah.
It help them find some, whatever they're looking for.
I had no idea you guys did this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I've known her for 16 years.
Yeah.
And
We're-
we always liked each other.
We were outside of the building at 8, we're like, are we open?
Yeah.
You know, that's, so, well, let's finish this up real quick.
Okay.
So I'm gonna close it out.
Mhm.
We have to close out things like this. If you
Yeah.
ever go on a ghost tour, or into a place you get a really bad
Yeah,
creepy feeling,
they might
they
join.
can, they can attach themselves to you. And you just have to say something similar to what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna talk to them
Yeah,
and basically tell them they can't come with us. And so if you say that, then you're cutting them off. They have to do what you say. So you're not allowing them to attach themselves.
yeah.
So what I'm gonna say it to the dead. All right, to the dead, to the spirits, thank you very much for coming through to us. We had some really good communication tonight. You guys are getting pretty good at it. We're learning some new names. And I'm sure there are a lot of you out there. We would like to continue with this relationship and learn your stories and tell people about who you are and have a little bit of fun while we're doing it. Magda, we're sorry you were overwhelmed. We're not trying to overwhelm you. We just have a lot of energy. And I know a lot of this stuff is confusing, but please don't be afraid of us. We have no ill will or bad intentions. We're not going to make you leave this place. But here are some rules that you have to follow. You are not allowed to attach yourself to us. You are not allowed to attach yourself to our belongings. You are not allowed to follow us. You're not allowed to follow our belongings. You are not allowed to affect our dreams. You're not allowed to affect our lives in any way. When we leave this building, you cannot come with us. When we leave this building, our ties are severed. And that's it. If we had something negative here, if somebody got scratched, we heard a growl or something like that, then there's another one we do. This place, 99% of the time, is pretty easygoing. It's peaceful. You got some
Yeah.
confused people here.
Yeah.
We're trying to help them out. We're trying to give them some sort of grounding, some sort of constant, malicious. So nothing malicious here.
No.
Occasional, but not often.
But might be that they may mean something malicious happen, but it's not like
It's not us
Or do they
doing
think-
it.
not a
they
bit of
think
that
one of
energy,
us-
definitely not.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I can guarantee you the vibe in this group right here is pretty good.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
like they were a gang together. They were just having fun. You can.
Yeah.
That's why I asked like if they do meetings here because that like the group that
Yeah.
I was like obviously those two were sad, but like in general the group was pretty.
It's a good observation. It could have been a meeting place for everyone.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to ask, is it a meeting place for Preston Gardner?
Mm.
Because Preston Gardner was the leader of the KKK.
Oh.
Yeah. And we don't know where he had his meetings. They say
Yeah.
possibly here. This was his place. So maybe they had their meetings here.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, so I wrong.
So that's why,
That's the wrong
no,
question.
that's why I asked if it was,
Yeah.
your meetings were with Preston, and I didn't get an answer.
Mhm.
So I mean, it's a possibility,
Mm.
but we don't know.
Okay.
So, and this basement might have been different. We do know that the brick walls are original,
Mm-hmm.
so they were basically where they're at.
Yeah.
So, but it's gone through a lot of changes in 102 years. But I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah. Thank you
It's
so
something
much.
kind of different to do on a Friday night.
Yeah, thank
Better
you.
than
Please,
drinking at a
thank you.
bar.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
We were definitely looking forward to this.
Yeah.
And something awesome for her.
Nice.
Because I felt
Texas El
kind of-
Paso experience, so
A unique experience in a unique place.
this is also my first experience too, so
And
I
also the
really
fact that
appreciate
you
it.
explained so much history, that also.
How long are you here for?
I
3
know
weeks.
you guys.
3 weeks.
You guys are from Rap or?
Am I?
Yeah.
Do you know me?
I know for sure. Yeah. How are you?
Old Messiah?
I'm just kidding.
Have you been to Old Messiah?
No.
You guys
So
should
Old
go.
Messiah is, when you go towards Las Cruces, a lot of construction, you gotta be patient. But before you turn into, instead of going north into Las Cruces, you go south into Old Messiah. Now, Old Messiah's been there since
I remember you. I was like, this is-
1845, somewhere around there. Billy the Kid used to live in Old Messiah.
Oh.
There's a little gift shop called the Billy the Kid Gift Shop, where it used to be a courthouse, and he escaped from there. And when he escaped from there, he actually shot his way out and shot an innocent
Where
bystander.
did he get his first box?
Like if,
Really?
so basically this, let's just say this is Old Messiah. It's shaped like a box, this
Yeah.
place. So you got the Billy the Kid place here. You have a place right here, actually right here, called La Posta. And it's a really old post office. You've been there?
Yeah, La Posta over there in Las Cruces.
Yeah, it's in Messiah, yeah. So when they were rebuilding the place, and this is back in the 90s, they were doing some work on it. It was before they reopened it as a restaurant. I think it was in the 80s or 90s. They found like 3 or 4 barrels inside the place. So if you're in there, there's a wall that is lava rock. And right next to that wall, they found these barrels, and there are people in it, in the barrels. Cartel killings.
Oh.
So across the street, there's a bar called El Patio. Let me tell you, this place is so old. My dad used to take me there when I was 3. So that's how long it's been open.
Yeah.
Very haunted building. That's where Billy the Kid killed somebody in front of that. And then there's a building on the corner, on the other corner. It's the oldest brick building in New Mexico. And there was a murder inside that back in 1864, I think, something like that. There were 2 Civil War battles fought in that town, around that little area. The Gadsden, not the Gadsden. Anyway, there's a big treaty that was signed there that purchased part of New Mexico. There was, I think it's the Gadsden Purchase. There was signed in one of the restaurants called the Double Eagle. And the Double Eagle, and this is all on that little plaza. And the Double Eagle, very haunted. We investigated it. It was awesome. Excellent food, by the way. It's been on Ghost Adventures. It's been on a couple of shows. So you got a whole lot of history in that area and some really good restaurants. It'll take you an hour to place. Don't miss it. It's awesome. So yeah, if you want really good Mexican food, go to Ellen J's. Right there next to
Ellen J's once.
Did you go to Ellen
I
J's?
think so. But like a long time ago.
Yeah, this
It's like a little hole in the wall, right?
Yeah, it's right next to Concordia Cemetery. So it's right next to the cemetery. Right in front of Ellen J's, one of the first mayors of El Paso is buried underneath the street. And it's because Concordia used to be bigger. And in even the houses in the area have headstones in their yards. Yeah. So yeah, Concordia is cool. Keep your eyes open for body apparitions.
Yeah, I've always heard about Concordia for like years. I really want to go and check it out.
You gotta go. Just go out there. You'll catch the vibe. You'll feel it. There are people wandering around out there that just they're not alive. And you can see them in the daytime. It's
But
crazy.
that's the thing, like, people think it's only at night, but no, they don't have.
No, it's during the day too. It's during the day too.
And what I noticed, like, when it's warmer, they even can get more energy and they show themselves more.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. Somebody sent me a picture they had gone on, because they do have tours there on Saturday nights. But it just depends on who's running the tours, how good it is.
Okay.
So I don't do it just because it's a pain in the butt for me.
Yeah.
There's a lot to know about that place, and
Yeah.
I just don't know that place that well.
Yes.
But somebody sent me a picture she had taken towards the front gate of the place from inside, and they took a picture, and there's a lady with a parasol, like one of those old-fashioned umbrellas. It was cool. It was really cool. You know, I was like, holy crap. So there's a person buried there. Her name is Lady Flo, and everybody thinks that she's a prostitute because Lady Flo, right? No, her name was Florida Wolf, and she was an actual lady, like royalty.
Yeah.
And she was married to a duke or something like that. It's a different name. It's in Irish.
Yeah.
And she was born into slavery in Cuba, and she escaped, and she moved here, and she married this duke, who was the wild boy of the group, of the family. He decided he was going to go out west and be a cowboy, but he started drinking a lot, ended up getting sick. She met him. She spoke perfect Spanish, and she brought him back to health. You know, they got married. They couldn't live in El Paso because it was illegal. They had to live in Juarez. He got killed in a train wreck. This is after they amassed huge amounts of properties, plantations, cattle ranches, thousands of heads of cattle, making probably millions of dollars. He dies. She's still running everything. The family gets involved. His family gets involved. His family finds out that she's black, and they take everything. And those ranches and plantations, they didn't even try to run them or sell them. They just let them go, just out of spite. She got back at them because they left her a pretty good chunk of money. You know, probably in the equivalent of a few $100,000 today's money, right?
Yeah.
And she got tuberculosis. She knew her days were numbered, so she started giving that money away. And she gave it to poor people. She gave it to the police department, fire department, etc. Until she, basically, the end of her days, she was penniless. It was out of spite because it was their money. I think it's
Yeah, those
awesome.
are some different times, but there are some people who are so inspiring.
We spoke with her, with the spirit box.
Really? How did she react to it?
I asked her where she was born. Everybody thinks she's born in Illinois. Her name's Florida.
So it's
You know,
Florida.
maybe should have named her Chicago. You know, I don't know. Illinois, come on. And so her, like I said, Florida Wolf,
Yeah.
right? And I asked her where was she born, and she said Cuba. And it was like this rattly Cuba, you know, tuberculosis, you know.
Yeah, obviously.
And I was like, that makes perfect sense. When I was doing the research, come to find out, the slave owner, or the owner of all those slaves
Yeah.
in Cuba, one of the biggest slave owners, his last name was DeWolf. She took his last name, Wolf. That's what they did back then.
Yeah.
They didn't have a last name. So they took their former owner's last name most of the time.
That's
You know.
amazing.
So that was just something we unwound there. We've tried
But it's
communicating.
beautiful that she came through.
Yeah. And we actually went there looking for a grave one time. Specifically a guy named John Hale, J.W. Hale. And we found this name, J.W. Hall. I was like, H-A-L-L? That last L could have been an E, right? So I'm standing where we found it. And I said, where is he buried? And they said, you see it. Well, basically, they told me to go a few steps forward, and it turns out it was the opposite direction. So they led us the wrong way. Turns out it wasn't the guy we were looking for anyway. But they were telling us this stuff. It was so weird.
That's beautiful.
Straight up lied to us.
But still, they're trying. They give effort. They really want to be heard.
They do, yeah, some of them.
Yeah.
We investigated a house one time. The house wasn't particularly old. It was in the 90s. You know, a few people lived there. And the client said that they were seeing the little girl. Okay, so the little girl's 4 years old, and it got to be a problem because the little girl was wetting her bed. And come to find out, the reason that she was wetting her bed was because what she called the baby mama wouldn't let her go to the bathroom. She'd stand in the doorway. And she said, 8 years old, little girl, ghost, that wouldn't allow her, it would just terrorize her, right? And so we were running the spirit box up in one of them. So basically, we knew which room we were going to run the spirit box in because
Well, he has to.
when I was doing the walk around to make sure all the doors were set just right for our investigation. So first of all, we're walking around the place, the sun's still up, all that stuff, and we're seeing shadows. I'm like, this place is active. And so I went into this one bedroom where all the kids are terrified to spend the night in, when they have relatives over, they don't want to be in there. And I opened the door and I looked and caught my eye in the corner of the room. This black shadow just goes and disappears. I was like, I saw you. So we did the spirit box session today. And we asked how many spirits are here. They said 60. Ooh. And I was like, nah. Well, the little girl.
All right, Twitch. We're gonna see you guys next week.
Same time.
Y'all have a good one. Laters.
All this stuff. 4-year-old told all kinds